Before we jump in, if you're serious about building a sustainable career in music, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to FiXT Academy. We bring in actual operators from within the industry to share practical insights you can apply right away.
Took every ounce of mental strength for me to not go, fuck yeah, I know. Like when both of you guys were talking, I was just like, oh my God, I just wanted to like give you a hug, Hashim, and I'm just go like, dude, your authenticity is crushing. Like that's the path. You rule. You're like rad. And so I was just like, and everything, Marni, like it's just all the struggling with burnout and the effects of it and everything, and the way it affected you physically and all this kind of stuff. Oh my God. I've been there. For me, it put me in rehab. You know, the effects of burnout and the effects of all the stress, like when COVID hit and I was in full blown drinking mode, the drinking like almost wasn't even the important thing. What was important, or what the thing that was really affecting me, was me, you know, and all the damage that I was doing to myself just by carrying all that, you know, the death of my best friend, you know, COVID hitting. I also own a bunch of businesses, like normal businesses. So they all closed because of COVID. So I'm like, who am I now? I can't go on tour. I can't put out my album. I can't. Ryan closed. I'm closed.
Ryan
And
closed.
all I was left with was a bottle of wine in my nice house, sitting at my pool with no one that could come over and play with me, you know, and it really hit me. I'm like, this is what I'm left with when you take everything away. And I'd gotten to a point with the stress where you really registered with me what you were saying, Marni, was I couldn't, when COVID hit, it was when all this stuff started happening. Like Zoom all of a sudden became powerful. And we were all quickly becoming expert webcasters, you know, and doing all this stuff from home. And there were festivals and stuff we were supposed to play and all this kind of stuff. And what they said was, hey, film an acoustic song. You guys just play it and send it in. And we're going to do like a virtual festival. It was just kind of like hey, sorry, everyone, COVID happened. It took me 3 days to play an acoustic song and sing it. I couldn't get it out. I was incapable of being a musician. That's how fucked up I was. And so, you know, you better believe, you know, I get what you were saying. So both of what you guys were saying, I was just like, yeah, oh my God, these guys are nailing it. So
dude, you verbalize something like four words. Who am I now? Like that's so deeply relatable, dude. And like, I understand the danger of attaching just like in the same way we are not our thoughts, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, I think just personally how like I felt like I was always in the shadows for so long. I was always being like, I'm a musician too. So I've always kind of banked of like associating my identity with like, but I'm an artist, I'm a musician. And I've quickly felt the dangers of that. Like if you just attach yourself. So someone asked me recently, like, if you just removed all that shit, who are you? I'm like, cosmic tourist. Just more like here we are. Like, I just want to see the world through an interesting lens. And in a way that allows me to do something that I feel like I was kind of built subconsciously to do. But overall, it's more like, cool, Earth, conscious experience. Might as well make the most of this shit, you know?
That's so real what you, like both of you, what you said. And yes, I was like, oh my gosh, everything you're saying. The who am I now is so heavy in this industry. And I'm sure there's other industries as well, but this is ours. And this is, you know, and there's I'm always trying to explain the uniqueness of the music industry from all sides. But one of the things certainly is that we're a member of a kind of community in so many different ways. And we're a member of this, we have like, for lack of a better word, I mean, it really is kind of like a ticket, right? To whatever is happening. This is our ticket, whether it's I'm a musician, so I should be here because I'm a musician, or I run a marketing company, so I have admittance because of this, right? And when you take that away, well, why am I here? Am I still invited? Well, who am I? I don't know. I'm a daughter. I'm a wife. I'm a paw parent, right? Like, who am I as a human being is something we don't really get to talk about a lot, because if you say, tell me about yourself, the first thing you talk about is your work. And it's not, it's normal, I think, in other industries as well. But for us, we're so passionate about it. And I'm so fascinated by passion-driven people, because we can't help but be tied to our work, because it is why we get up in the morning, and that's beautiful. But also, to your point, when it goes away because of whatever circumstances, COVID was a pretty extreme one. Who am I now? What am I here for? And that can spiral out really quickly.
Absolutely. With a little bit of imposter syndrome going on all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
You know, like especially or when you actually have some success and you walk into all these situations. And I always feel, including doing things like this, I'm just like, I'm just a dumb kid from Taft, California. I don't know what am I even doing, but you really have to. That is total imposter syndrome. Like, why should I even be here? Why are these people here? There's a line, down the street to buy tickets or to get into the door. What is going on? Like, I'm always shocked. And that's weird.
To figure out the subconscious role in all of this, because look, like it happened today. There are some days where I don't know why, but it's always the blinds. Whenever I open the blinds and like I have this studio that my living room is now like a live room, and like again, I poured so much like effort and money into like making that thing like this vision of a live room. But whenever I open the blinds, a lot of mornings I get hit with this like, you don't deserve this, right? Like this is fucking stupid, right? Like who are I don't know why. And it's like, that is not like it's like if anyone's ever read the book, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, like there's this idea of like the roommate, chapter 2, I think it is, like this, like if your subconscious was like your roommate, like, would you want to live with this roommate? And I'm like, hell no, dude. Like, and sometimes like, I struggle with this idea of just even like the worthiness of it. And I don't know why it's there, but Marni, to kind of pick up on what you were talking about a little bit, like I've also just learned to be, I went from like announcing on every rooftop, I'm a musician, damn it, like look at me that way, to like being very protective of who I let know about that. It's one thing, even like family, how's the music going? Like, do you really want to know? Or like, that is a loaded conversation. Fine. It's going fine. Let's talk about Billy's first day at kindergarten.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the way it's asked too. And it's the same thing when you run a business too. How's your little business? Or how's that music thing? Or I mean, even,
question.
like the whole question is like, well, now I don't even want to talk about it.
Exactly. The irony.
But even to what you were saying about, I don't know why is this the first thing that enters my mind is the unworthiness. I mean, it's a big part of it is our brain is just always trying to protect us. So if we can't be deserving of anything, then we can't have any expectations, and then we can't fail. So if we buy into that, it's certainly comfortable to do that because we're like, well, yeah, thank you for keeping me small. Maybe we can call it humble, but we really call it imposter syndrome, or who am I to be here? Then no one else can say, who are you to be here? Because we're saying it first.
If you found this conversation to be valuable, please take a moment to like the video and make sure you're subscribed. It helps more independent artists discover these conversations. FiXT Academy is also supported by our Patreon members. If you want deeper conversations, extended sessions, and direct access to what we're building here, you can join us there. The link is in the description.